Good afternoon, guys and girls. UK Freedom Audits. It's Friday, the 20th of March, and it's 3:10 in the afternoon. This is the Northumbria Police Headquarters. It's just north of Newcastle, towards Battle Hill. And things are pretty quiet out here today. As a matter of fact, things are pretty quiet everywhere at the moment. The coronavirus, etc. And yeah.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
You alright? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously I can see you filming, so it's
Yeah. We'll do a bit of social distancing here. We'll keep two meters away.
I'll tell you what, I'll stand upwind as well, and we'll both
enough.
talk to each other. Happy days. My name is Mark Bosted.
Yeah.
There we go. Just want to see your eyes. My name is Mark Bosted. I'm the inspector here.
Yeah.
And obviously in today's world, it's probably a good.
That's the worst cliche you could come up with.
No, it's not a cliche, but obviously taking videos of the police station.
That's right. Perfectly lawful.
Oh,
Perfectly lawful. I'm not doing anything unlawful. So.
have you come to the police station to argue with us? I'm just.
No, if you come to me to argue with me, because I'm out in public just taking photographs.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing.
If you were in my position, would you expect me to come and speak to you?
Well, you know what? You don't own the building. If it was your house and I was prying in through your windows and stuff, I'd expect you to come out and say, hey, what are you doing, mate? But this is a public building. I'm in a public place. I'm taking photographs, which
Correct.
is, and the cliche in this day and age, or current climate, or whatever you want to call it, is just absolute nonsense. Because the fact of the matter is that coronavirus is a bigger threat to this world than terrorism, and that's the World Health Organization that said that. No, you just said the cliche words.
No, I didn't actually say terrorism. But
Yeah,
anyway,
well,
the point was, the question was, if you were in my position, would you come out and just speak to you and see if there's anything I can do to help? Or see if there's any real concerns?
No,
Would you do that in my position?
There's nothing you could do to help me. Absolutely nothing. I'm just doing a story. That's all. And
Cool.
and I'm not about to reveal the purpose of my story, because that will give my story away before it goes out. So,
I wasn't going to ask you. I didn't expect you to.
And I could tell you're not out here for a long time. Otherwise, you would have put a jacket on, because it's kind of nippy. So.
It is, well, it is pretty cold, to be fair, and you can probably tell I am cold. And when I came out earlier on, it was a bit warmer. But no, listen, I'm doing my job. I think we're going to.
Yep.
I think it's fair that I'm doing my job. I just need to make sure that you're not here for any reason other than.
No, not at all, mate. Nothing. No.
You don't have to tell us, but I am going to ask your name.
Of course you are.
Because I've told you my name, because it's polite. So again.
Well, I'm not polite, so you're not getting my name.
I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe it for a second.
You know, basically, I don't know whether you know. Well, I'm sure you've been in the force long enough to have known back in 2010 the ACPO. Then it's not ACPO anymore. It's the National Police Chief Association.
I hope you're not going to test us on law on camera minds.
No. It's not law. But his name was Trotter, and he was the head chief of the advisory group of ACPO.
Okay.
And at the time, Section 44 Terrorism Act was in place, and it was really getting abused by police. And this is why it was repealed in the end.
Okay.
But he put out a letter in 2010 saying, look, public photography is a fact of life. Police and civilians are being photographed increasing numbers, you know, and we can't just stop and harass these people taking their cameras off them, etc.
I'm going to stand here. I'll
go ahead.
I'll go. Happy days. It's warmer here.
So basically, he was saying, look, we rely on photographers' images to help solve our crimes. So don't harass them, because don't bite the hand that feeds us. So and it kind of put a dampener on the police's abuse of Section 44, because once that was repealed, then obviously they can't use Section 44 anymore. And but there's still a lot of police abuse over public photography. They're either using Section 50, antisocial behaviour. Well, what's antisocial about taking photographs? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Or Section 5, public order. You know,
from a policing perspective, this is not law. I mean, I've done this for 20 years now.
Yeah.
So I've had a real privileged career, and I'm lucky enough to get where I am now.
Yeah.
But I've worked the streets as well, and I'm back on the streets.
Yeah.
And the only thing I would say about the camera thing, and this is not a law thing, is sometimes makes our job a little bit more difficult if someone's there videoing over the shoulder, because we've got two people to think about. So I think if you get pushed back, this is just and this is observation from me personally. It's not a law thing. But when I've had it, sometimes it escalates things. So
well,
I think that could be the argument or the frustration.
I agree with if there's a police action going on, you know, if you're arresting someone or something of that nature, then someone shouldn't get in your way.
Yeah.
But you know, as long as you're not interfering, then there's absolutely no reason, because you know it's if anything, it's creating an accurate event of what transpired. And so
as long as the whole story gets published.
Well,
I'm sure, and you've got all your cameras, so you know how you can create a story out of something that's possibly not there.
I don't.
As long as everything's transparent, I don't think any cops got anything to worry about.
Yeah, well,
I
mean, I've had some good interaction with cops.
I'm hoping this is.
Yeah, it's alright.
Is it average? Average for a Friday. Come on, give us a.
I was out at the tactical centre there a couple of weeks ago. I took out some tissues at the training centre out in Gateshead, and they're handing out tissues in place of their guns. They put your guns away, because coronavirus is more of a threat than anything else. So you know, I had a sergeant down outside HMP Franklin. He was all right. Todd, his name, Sergeant Todd, down Durham. I was out in.
I don't know him, because obviously it's a different force.
Okay, right, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I've been all over, you know, just doing.
Other than your story, what are you looking to achieve?
Oh, nothing much. No, usually.
Are you on YouTube, or is it like a?
Yeah, I've got a YouTube channel, but usually I've got two big sandwich boards. Right, but it's a bit windy today, so I haven't got them. And they're big. They're like a metre by a metre, and another one's 1.5 metres by half a metre. One's the Section 26 of the Criminal Justice Courts Act,
right,
which deals with corrupt cops, right?
Cool, I didn't know that.
And yeah, it's the act that deals with police abuse of powers and stuff.
Okay.
So if I get a bad interaction, I usually say, hey, read this, you know. And I got the ACPO then, the ACPO sign about public photography. Unfortunately, it didn't work in Scotland, because in Scotland behind the times quite a bit, very much so.
Right, so you didn't get the same level of service in Scotland as what
no, I got charged with breach of the peace. Obviously, it was chucked out, but they got slightly different.
You must notice as well, by the way, I've got
no gear.
I've got no PPE with us at all.
I'd be worried if we had rubber gloves, and that's the first sign.
I've washed for 20 seconds, I promise.
Yeah, so I'm not going to keep you. So I'm going to leave you shortly. As a matter of fact, I didn't come out to come here. I was going up to G4S.